Hi guys, welcome to the class. Today we are going to start the new topic, straight lines. This is one of the very important for all competitive exams, including intermediate exam, public exam also. It has a huge weightage. So up to here you learn coordinate system, change of axis, locus and change of axis, three topics. In these three topics, we have some clumsy questions will be there due to some secondary concepts, circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola concepts involved in locus and change of axis also. But this topic may not contain such type of concepts. So you can hear very clear, fresh minds. Okay. So now we are going to start straight lines. Before going to start straight lines, I am telling you it is very important concept. Jagratiga live classes vinandi. Okay. Everybody knows that this is coordinate axis. Coordinate axis. This is x-axis and this one is y-axis. So what about this one? Origin 0, 0. And what about this point? 1, 0. And this is 2, 0. And this one is 3, 0 like this. And here is minus 1, 0. And here minus 2, 0. And here one more point 0, 1, 0, 2 and 0, 3. You see 0, minus 1 and 0, minus 2. కొన్ని values substitute చేద్దాం చూద్దాం 1, 1 and here is 2, 1 and here is 3, 1 like this, and here is 1, 2, 1, 3 and so on. Okay. Okay. You see first straight line సంబంధించి this is x-axis. Everybody knows this is x-axis. You see, what is the equation of x-axis? Straight line. This is a straight line. What is the equation of this straight line? దీనికి పేరు పెట్టాలి. You see, whatever might be the point here on x-axis, the y coordinate should be 0. On every point on x-axis, the y coordinate becomes 0. Now, the name of this equation x-axis is y is equal to 0. So that is the first point. Equation of x-axis y is equal to 0. Next, you see y-axis. All the points on y-axis, the x coordinate is 0. That's why the name of y-axis is equal to x is equal to 0. Okay. So second one, equation of y-axis, x is equal to 0. Equation of y-axis x is equal to 0 means if you take any point on y-axis, the x coordinate becomes 0. That's why the equation of y-axis is x is equal to 0 and the equation of x-axis is y is equal to 0. Okay. Next, you see here this is also one line and this point is 1, 1. This is 0, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. What you observe? You see this line is parallel to x-axis and you observe this. The y coordinate is same. The y coordinate is same. That's why it's a parallel line. Suppose if you take the point here, what will be the point? 1, minus 1. And here 2, minus 1. Here 3, minus 1. So this is also a line which is parallel to x-axis. What is the name of this line? Here y coordinate is minus 1, y coordinate minus 1, y coordinate. All the points, the y coordinate is equal to minus 1. That's why this equation is y coordinate is equal to minus 1. And here y coordinate is equal to 0. Here y coordinate minus 1. Here y coordinate is 1. Now, from this we can conclude equation of x-axis is y is equal to 0 any line parallel to x-axis. That equation is y is equal to k. Either k is equal to 1, minus 1, minus 2, whatever it may be. Any line parallel to y-axis. Third point, equation of line parallel to x-axis is equal to y is equal to k. K means a constant. Y is equal to k. Equation of line parallel. This is parallel. Spelling right to the parallel. Maths in maths language you can write like this even public examination point of view also. So equation of a line parallel to x-axis. Any line horizontal line is always y coordinate is same. That's why we can write the equation as y is equal to k. And the next one. So here is y is equal to 1. What about this distance? This distance is equal to 1 and this is also equal to 1. Distance is 1 but it is below x-axis. So we can write y is equal to minus 1. It is above x-axis. So you can write y is equal to 1. Okay. Now you see the image of this line with respect to x-axis, this line. Image with respect to x-axis. If x-axis act as a mirror, then the image of y is equal to 1 with respect to x-axis is y is equal to minus 1. Y-axis, x-axis kanaka mirror aithe, there is a line y is equal to 1. The image will be happen here. This is nothing but y is equal to minus 1. If it is y is equal to minus 5, the image with respect to x-axis will come to like this, y is equal to 5. Next, you see, what about the equation of y-axis? X is equal to 0. And all x coordinates on y-axis is equal to 0. That's why the equation of y-axis is x is equal to 0. Now you see a parallel line. This is a parallel line to y-axis or a vertical line. So you see the x coordinate is also same. That is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 like this. So what about this equation? We can write x is equal to 1. Here x is equal to 0. So equation of line parallel to y-axis is of the form x is equal to k. X is equal to k. So this is x is equal to 1. So what about here? Here the point will be minus 1 comma 1 and here the point minus 1 comma 2 and here minus 1 comma 3. So this will be the line and we observe this line x is equal to minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1. So what about the equation of this one? X is equal to minus 1. So x is equal to some constant, either minus 1, plus 1, 5, minus 5, whatever it may be. Either x is equal to some constant. That line is always a vertical line and which is parallel to y-axis. So we have to learn first these four concepts. One is the equation of a horizontal line or equation of x-axis, y is equal to 0. Any line parallel to x-axis, y is equal to k. Equation of x-axis, y is equal to 0. Equation of any line parallel to x-axis, y is equal to k. And y is equal to 5 y is equal to 5. What does it mean? It is the equation of a horizontal line which is 5 units above x-axis or a line which is parallel to x-axis is always of the form y is equal to 5. Okay now, what about x is equal to minus 3? X is equal to minus 3 is a line which is vertical line. Vertical line means x is equal to minus 3. This equation, this is parallel to vertical line means always parallel to y-axis. So we write down these 4 points. Equation of x-axis y is equal to 0. Equation of y-axis x is equal to 0. X-axis is the y is equal to 0. Any line parallel to x-axis, y is equal to k. Any line parallel to y-axis, x is equal to k. See this. Okay. Next point. చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్, చాలా ఈజీ, జాగ్రత్తగా నేర్చుకోండి. డౌట్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే feel free to ask or post or call to any of the related staff members. Nothing to worry. Class మాత్రం కాన్సంట్రేట్ గా వినండి. డౌట్స్ చెప్పేటప్పుడు క్లాస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కూడా చాలా మంది కొంతమంది మళ్ళీ రిపీట్ అడుగుతున్నారు. క్లాస్లో కరెక్ట్గా వింటలేదో మరి అలా లైవ్ ఆన్ చేసి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నారేమో. See once. Okay. Next. So these are the 4 points. First you have to remember equation of x-axis, equation of y-axis, equation of any line parallel to x-axis, equation of any line parallel to y-axis. These 4. Next point. Collinear points. Collinear points. Collinear points. What is meant by collinear points? Already మీకు తెలిసే ఉంటుంది. Collinear. మనతో పాటు పనిచేసేవాడు కొలీగ్ అంటాం. Colleague and with us. So collinear points. Collinear అంటే many of the points lie on a same line. Those points are said to be collinear points. Those points are said to be collinear points. Collinear points. Many points lie on a same line. Many points lie on a same line. So this said to be, the points are said to be collinear points. Okay na? Ippudu straight line lo enter avvadu. So straight line, heart of the straight line is మనకి ఇక్కడ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే హార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ కనుక్కోవాలంటే ఏం కావాలి అసలు మనకి? ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ వన్ ఈజ్ స్లోప్ అనే మాట వింటారు. స్లోప్. ఓకే. Before going to know about the slope, first you have to learn a word inclination. Inclination. Okay? Inclination. రాసుకుంటూ వినొచ్చు, మంచిగా వస్తుంది. Inclination. What is meant by inclination? Is there any difference between angle and inclination? Angle అన్నా inclination అన్నా ఒకటేనా కాదా చూద్దాం. Suppose this is coordinate axis. Okay? When a line intersects the axis, this is a line intersects the axis with some angle theta in anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction means this type of rotation. If the rotation like this, then it is called anti-clockwise direction. If a line intersects the x-axis with some angle theta, where if a line cuts x-axis if a line cuts x-axis with some angle, with an angle theta, where 0 less than or equal to theta less than pi. Okay? 0 less than or equal to theta less than pi in anti-clockwise direction. In anti-clockwise direction, then theta is called inclination of the line. Inclination of the line. If a line cuts x-axis, suppose this is a line, this angle is said to be inclination. Okay? Suppose the line cuts like this will be the inclination. Anti-clockwise direction. Maximum line ఎలా వస్తుంది? ఇలా ఉండి ఇలా వస్తుంది. The maximum angle should be 180 degrees only. Line అంతే కానీ ఇలా తిరగదు. రైట్ should not be rotate like a circle. క్లాక్ మొత్తం తిరిగినట్టు తిరగదు. ఎందుకంటే maximum angle for a straight line is 180 degrees. అంటే ఒక ఎలక్ట్రిక్ పోల్ ఉంది అనుకోండి, ఇలా ఉంటుంది, రోడ్డు మీద పెట్టారు, దానికి కావాలంటే ఇలా నుంచోబెట్టచ్చు లేదా ఇలా వచ్చేయచ్చు. అంతేగాని కంప్లీట్గా ఎలా సర్కిల్లా తిరగదు. సో ద maximum angle of a straight line is 180 degrees. So this is a line. A line ఇలా rotate ఇలా రావచ్చు. This is the initial position and this one is the terminal position. So if the angle makes theta, if a line cuts x-axis with some angle theta, this is said to be inclination. Write down the point. Okay? Inclination. ఈ word కి angle ని తెలుసుకోవాలి. Angle అంటే whatever might be the angle. We can take angle as 240 degrees, 376 degrees, whatever it may be. But inclination should not be greater than 180. it should be lie between 0 to 180, r equal to 0 but not equal to pi. Pi వచ్చింది అంటే rest position వచ్చిందంటే you have to consider as 0 only. Okay, so inclination అంటే if a line cuts x axis with some angle, that angle is said to be inclination. There is an inclination road. Okay, this is about inclination. If the next sentence slope, జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి. slope of the line. If next one, slope of a line. Okay, what is meant by slope? If theta is inclination of a line, then tan theta అంటే tangent theta. Why tangent అనేది I will explain. Tan theta is called slope of that line. Theta is inclination అంటే x axis తో కట్ చేస్తే this angle is called inclination, not this one. Okay, so this is called inclination. Arrow పెట్టాను చూసుకోండి, anti clockwise తెలుస్తుంది. If theta is inclination of a line, then tan theta is called slope of the line. Why tan theta? Suppose ఇందాక నేను చెప్పినట్టు ఎలక్ట్రిక్ పోల్ ఉంది. యాక్చువల్గా ఎలక్ట్రిక్ పోల్ పెట్టే ముందు ఇలా ఉంటుంది, రోడ్డు మీద ఇలా పెట్టారు, తర్వాత ఇలా ప్లేస్ చేశారు. సపోజ్ ఇది గాలి వల్ల వస్తుంది, వర్షాకాలం కాబట్టి రైనింగ్ సీజన్ కాబట్టి ఇట్ స్లాంట్ లైక్ దిస్, కొంత వంగింది ఇలా. సో బేస్ ఏంటి, దీనికి బేస్ ఇస్ గ్రౌండ్ అండ్ దిస్ వన్ ఇస్ దిస్ వన్. అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ డిపెండ్, ద యాంగిల్ ఈస్ మేడ్ విత్ గ్రౌండ్ and this vertical line. So vertical and horizontal we call it as tan theta. Okay, angle is one. This is opposite side and this one is adjacent side. So tan theta is opposite by adjacent. That's why angle is tan theta is called slope of the line. Slope, a line ఎంత slope చేసింది అంటే tan theta angle తో చెప్తాం. Suppose theta is equal to inclination. I am writing example. If inclination is theta is equal to 45 degrees. What is theta? Theta is not angle, it is inclination of a line. Inclination means line cuts the x axis some angle. Then what about the slope? If theta is equal to 45, slope tan theta is equal to tan 45 degrees is equal to 1. Tan 45 degrees is equal to 1. Suppose theta 135 degrees. That means the line may be like here. This is 135 degrees angle. Then what about the slope of the line? Slope of the line is equal to tan 135 degrees. That is equal to -1. Okay. If theta is equal to 60 degrees, then slope is equal to tan 60. That is equal to √3. Tan values తెలుసుకుందాం. Okay. That's all. So this is about slope. Slope ni ela represent చేస్తారు? Always tan theta. Theta is inclination, we can represent it as tan theta. Okay na? Next, move to next concept. Next, when 2 points are given, what is meant by slope? Ikkada main role entante slope plays main role in straight lines. So you see here, this is coordinate axis. There is a line. There is a line like this. Here is, it makes an angle theta with positive x axis, and here is one point. I am taking, here is one more point. Let this point is x1 y1. Now this is y1 and this distance is x1. From here to here is x1, and here I am taking one more point x2 comma y2, which means this is entire distance is y2 and this entire distance is x2. Okay, now I am going to join these 2 points and let it be like this. What about the angle here? Here the angle is also 90 because these are the parallel lines and this angle will be the same. So that's why, so here the angle is theta, here the angle is also theta. You see, here the total distance is x2. What about this one? x1. So this distance is equal to x2 minus x1. What about this one? This is also x2 minus x1. From here to here, x2. This is x1. So this one is x2 minus x1. This is also x2 minus x1. Okay. Now you see, from here to here, distance is y2. Then what about this one? y1. If it is y1, this is also equal to y1. So this is also y1. So here to here y1, here to here y2. Then what about this one? y2 minus y1. Okay. So take this right angle triangle. From this triangle, what about tan theta? Tan theta means opposite side. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So what about tan theta? Tan theta is nothing but slope. That is equal to slope. So when 2 points are given, when 2 points on a line are given, then what about the slope? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Write on this point next. Okay. Now, ఇప్పుడు మనం స్లోప్ గురించి మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నాం. If inclination is given, then what about slope? Tan theta is called slope. If 2 points on a line are given, then what about slope? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Or you can write like this also. y1 minus y2 by x1 minus x2. అంటే మైనస్ కామన్ తీసి రాసుకోవాలి. అంటే యూ కెన్ సే యాజ్ ఎ డెఫినేషన్స్ ఏమి అవసరం లేదు మ్యాథమెటిక్స్లో. జస్ట్ ఐఎమ్ టెలింగ్ యూ ద రేషియో ఆఫ్ difference of y coordinate to the corresponding difference of y x coordinates. Corresponding, what is meant by corresponding? If you write y1 minus y2, you have to write here also x1 minus x2. If you write y2 minus y1, here also you have to write x2 minus x1. So whatever might be the difference you are going to write in the denominator, that should be write like as it is in the denominator. So that's why slope is called the ratio of the difference of y coordinates to the corresponding difference of x coordinate. That is called slope. Okay. Slope generally we represent the word m. M ni slope ga represent chestu untam. CBSE వాళ్ళు they feel mathematics somewhat difficult. So that's why I am telling from the initial stage of the slope. Okay. So these are the two varieties. If theta inclination is given, then tan theta is slope. When 2 points on a line are given, then tan y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is the slope. Okay. So points are malokasari detail ga rastamu, nothing to worry, just listen the points. Next concept. Suppose the slopes of two lines are equal, then what happens? The slopes of two lines are equal, then you see, suppose there are two lines like this. There are two lines. This is one line intersects. Here the angle is theta 1. I am assuming this angle is theta 2. Okay. These are the two lines or three lines. You can take any number of lines. Suppose this angle is equal to theta 1. It is inclination because this line cuts the x-axis. Then what about this one? This is also, I am assuming theta 2. But you know that theta 1 is equal to theta 2. Why? Because many parallel lines will be there. If a line cuts, these angles are same. So theta 1 is equal to theta 2. You see this line and this line, these two are parallel lines. So angles are equal. Now tan theta 1 is equal to tan theta 2. What is meant by tan theta? m1. And tan theta 2 is equal to m2. Why it is m1 and m2? This line, this is x-axis. This line makes slope with theta 1 angle, inclination. That's why I wrote m1. m1 is equal to m2. So lines are parallel, then slopes are equal, and vice versa also. If slopes are equal, lines are parallel. Okay. In the same way, suppose there are two lines which are perpendicular. This is one line and this is another line. These two are perpendicular, and which means here the angle is 90 degrees. Suppose this line makes angle theta 1, inclination. This is called inclination, and here this is called inclination. Okay, now this is one line which cuts the x-axis. This is another line which cuts the x-axis with the inclination theta 2. Okay, if the inclination is theta 2, what about the slope here? Tan theta 2. If it is theta 1, what about the slope? m1 is equal to tan theta 1. E lines inclination theta 1 kabatti slope tan theta 1. Then what about the angle here? This is 90. 90 plus theta 2. What about this one? 90 minus theta 2. Correct na? Total angle triangle 180. 180 minus 90. 90 minus theta. But this is a line. ఈ లైన్ చేసి టోటల్ యాంగిల్ ఎంత అవుతుంది చెప్పండి? 180 కదా. ఫ్రమ్ హియర్ టు హియర్ ద యాంగిల్ ఇస్ 180. సో 90 minus theta 2 plus theta 1 is equal to 180 degrees. Now theta 1 is equal to 90 plus theta 2. Correct na? So applying tan of theta 1 is equal to tan of 90 plus theta 2. Okay, tan theta 1 is equal to tan 90 plus means minus cot theta 2. ఇక్కడ మీకు ఫార్ములా తెలిసి ఉండాలి. tan 90 plus theta అంటే cot theta. ట్రిగ్నోమెట్రీ లో వస్తుంది కలర్ cot theta. So cot theta again we can write as 1 by tan theta. So tan theta 1 is equal to m1 minus 1 by tan theta 2 is equal to m2. Cross multiply cheste m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. What about m1? Slope of one line. m2 is equal to slope of second line. So if two lines product is equal to minus 1, then the lines are perpendicular. ఒకసారి జాగ్రత్తగా చూసుకోండి కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్తామండి. Okay. So whatever concepts depends on slope, I will explain one more time and write now. So better you also write. The first point is inclination. What about inclination? If a line intersects with some angle theta in anti-clockwise direction, that is said to be inclination of the line. If theta is inclination, then tan theta, first point, notes there as follows. If theta is inclination, then tan theta is slope of that line. Okay, where 0 less than or equal to theta less than pi. That is the first point. Next, slope always represent with the letter m. Slope can be written as slope is equal to m, that is equal to tan theta. Next point, third point. If m1 comma m2 slopes of two lines, okay, then first point, if m1 is equal to m2, m1 is equal to m2, double implies lines are parallel. Parallel, you can write like this, two lines, and you can write here parallel. Lines are parallel. If lines parallel, slopes equal. Slopes equal, lines parallel. Second one, if m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1, lines are perpendicular. You can write like this, perpendicular, or you can write the complete spelling, perpendicular. If two lines perpendicular, then the product of their slopes is equal to -1. If the product of two lines is equal to -1 and lines are perpendicular. Next. Okay. Next point. Okay. Slope of x-axis. Slope of x-axis is equal to 0. Suppose you take any 2 points 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0 and so on. You will take water method. How to find the slope? When 2 points are given, what about the slope? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1. 0 minus 0 by 2 minus 1. That will be 0. So slope of x-axis is equal to 0. Then what about slope of y-axis? Slope of y-axis is equal to not defined. Not defined. And the vertical line. Vertical line slope అనేది ఉండదు. Okay? Because vertical ఇలా ఉంటుంది కదా, దాని slope అనేది not defined. అయితే ఇక్కడ కొంతమందికి డౌట్ వస్తుంది. Anybody have some doubt? You told me that x-axis slope is 0, x-axis slope is 0 and y-axis slope is not defined. Then 0 into not defined is equal to not equal to -1. Then how it is possible these two are perpendicular? కొంతమందికి డౌట్ వస్తుంది. X-axis slope is 0, y-axis slope is not defined, but the product is not equal to -1. Then how you can say x-axis and y-axis are perpendicular? Okay? ఇక్కడ మనం ఇలా చూడకూడదు. ఎక్కడ ఏది వాడాలో అది వాడాలి. పెట్రోల్ బంక్కి 5 కేజీలు పెట్రోల్ అడిగితే బాగుంటుందా? అక్కడ ఏది వాడాలో అది వాడాలి. ఇక్కడ x-axis y-axis అన్నప్పుడు x-axis అంటే లైన్. ఇక్కడ లైన్ ఇలా ఉన్నప్పుడు లైన్ ఇలా దీని మీద ఒక లైన్ ఉంది. వాట్ అబౌట్ థీటా? థీటా ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 90 హియర్. x-axis మీద there is one line. Suppose you take marker. If this marker lie on the x-axis, what about its inclination? 0. Okay. Next, this marker will be like this. What about its inclination? pi/2. Okay. So now the angle between them is pi/2. That's why you have to write like that. అంతేగాని m1 m2 ప్రొసీజర్ వాడకూడదు. ఇక్కడ ఎలా వాడాలి? tan theta and cot theta minus cot theta వస్తుంది. అది యాంగిల్ చూసుకునే పద్ధతి. సో నెక్స్ట్. ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ పాయింట్. If x1 y1 and x2 y2, any two points on a line, then slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Slope is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. If this x1 is equal to x2, denominator will be 0. That means 90 degrees because it will be a vertical line. So note one point is, first one, if x1 is equal to x2, then a vertical line slope is equal to not defined. And that means the inclination is 90 degrees. If y1 is equal to y2, horizontal line, and the slope is 0 and slope is equal to 0. Okay. Next point. Slope is, for a line there will be one slope. ఒక లైన్ కి ఎన్ని స్లోప్స్ ఉంటాయి? ఒకటే స్లోప్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే. Slope is unique for a line. Slope is unique for a line. Slope is unique for a line. Okay. Next point. If m1 comma m2 are slopes, m1 comma m2 are slopes of two intersecting lines. intersecting lines with an angle theta, then tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1. This is explain this actually. There are two lines which are intersecting with a line. The proof line also later, but I am telling you, suppose here is a line, there is one more line. You see, there are two lines. This one line makes an angle theta 1. This line makes theta 1 inclination. Whenever their inclination is given, what about the slope of first line? Slope of first line is equal to tan theta 1. And the second line, this line makes inclination. Inclination to x-axis to chese angle theta 2. Now what about the slope of the second line? Tan theta 2. Okay, now first line makes angle theta 1, inclination theta 1. Second line makes inclination theta 2. Then these two lines are intersecting other. What about the angle between these two? This total is theta 2. This is theta 1. Then what about this one? Theta 2 minus theta 1. Theta 2 minus theta 1 or theta 1 minus theta 2. Whatever you can write, no problem. Theta 2 minus theta 1 is angle between lines. Suppose I am assuming this is theta. Theta is equal to theta 2 minus theta 1. Antunadi. And the angle between the lines theta. Then applying tan. Now tan theta is equal to tan of theta 2 minus theta 1. So this is tan of a minus b formula. You write tan theta, tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b. That is tan theta 2 minus m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1. Suppose the first line and the second line adugutunnaru. Now answer em vastundhi cheppandi m1 minus m2. So this is tan theta. If theta is acute, acute means below 45, below 90, that is you can write tan theta is equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1. ఇక్కడ m2 minus m1 వచ్చింది, ఇక్కడ m1 minus m2 రాసి అనుకోవద్దు. ఎలాగో రాసుకోవచ్చు, మాడ్యులస్ తీసుకో. లేదా యూ కెన్ రైట్ లైక్ దిస్. అంటే ఫస్ట్ లైన్ ఇది అనుకున్నాను, సెకండ్ లైన్ అప్పుడు theta 2 minus theta 1 కాస్త theta 1 minus theta 2. ఓకే, యూ జస్ట్ రైట్ దిస్. ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ వన్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్. జస్ట్ టేక్ ఎ స్క్రీన్ షాట్ దీస్ పాయింట్స్. Okay, now you see here. Okay, the proof is not important yet. These points are very important. I am telling you. Slope means first inclination. What is important? If theta is inclination, suppose inclination means if a line cuts the x-axis with some angle theta, that angle is said to be inclination, and that should be in between 0 to pi. 0 are equal, but not pi. Okay. Slope always represents the word letter m. If two lines having slopes m1 and m2, if they are parallel, slopes are equal. If slopes are equal, lines are parallel. If lines are parallel, slopes are equal. If the product of the two slopes is equal to -1, then the lines are perpendicular. Okay? This parallel అయితే m1 is equal to m2. If perpendicular, m1 m2 is equal to -1. If they are not parallel and not perpendicular, if they intersect with some angle theta, then tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Modulus ఎప్పుడు రాస్తాం? If theta is acute angle, you can write modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1. What about the slope of x-axis? 0. X-axis means any horizontal line slope is 0. Any vertical line slope is not defined. Okay, these are the some points. And I will give one more concept, that is how to find the slope of this one. If 2 points are given on a line, then what about the slope? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. And the next point, the slope of line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. ax plus by plus c is minus a by b, that is minus of x coefficient by y coefficient. This is also one of the important point. ఇది ఎలా అనేది నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో చెప్తాను మీకు. The slope of the line, slope గురించి అన్ని కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఒకసారి డీటెయిల్ గా చెప్తాను. If a line of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 అంటే ఆ ఫామ్ లో ఉందనుకోండి. Suppose 2x minus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. What about the slope? Slope కనుక్కోవడానికి we are having three types. We can find a slope. When inclination is given, tan theta is slope. When 2 points are given, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is the slope. Suppose if the line like this is given, then what about the slope? Minus of x coefficient by y coefficient is called slope of the line. Suppose ఇలా ఇచ్చారు, ఇందులో minus of, what about minus of x coefficient is 2 by y coefficient is minus 3. So what about the slope? 2 by 3 the slope of the line. Okay na? So slope ఇలా find out చేస్తాం. Okay, these are the few points on slope. ఇది slope కు సంబంధించి ఒకసారి స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసుకుంటే మీరు నేను నెక్స్ట్ కాన్సెప్ట్ పెట్టాను. Next one. Okay, next intercept. What is meant by intercept? అది కూడా రాస్తాను. ఓకే సార్, intercept. ఇంటర్ మీరు చదువుతున్నారు, intercept. Intercept of a line. Intercept of line. So suppose this is x-axis and y-axis. A line cuts like this. Okay, a line cuts like this. Suppose here is a point some a. If this distance is equal to small a, this is origin, everybody knows. So this is called x-intercept. X-intercept. X-intercept means if a line cuts the x-axis at some point, then the distance from that point to origin is called x-intercept. Suppose the line is like this. It intersects at some point 0, b, and this distance is equal to b. This is called y-intercept. So a is equal to x-intercept and b is equal to y-intercept. Y-intercept. X-intercept means if a line cuts the x-axis at some point, then the distance from that point to origin is called x-intercept. If a line cuts the y-axis at some point, then the distance from that point to origin is called y-intercept. Okay? Next, put a subheading. These are all about slope and intercept. Now we are going to the important concept, that is different forms of straight line. Different forms of straight line. Put a heading like subheading, different forms of straight line. అంటే ఏది ఎప్పుడు వాడాలి, ఇది ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ మీరందరూ ఉన్నారు, మీ అందరికి డిఫరెంట్ పెట్ నేమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఇంట్లో బుజ్జి, నాన్న, చంటి, రకరకాల పేరుతో పిలుస్తారు. సపోజ్ when colleges are open next month or కమింగ్ మంత్స్ ఇప్పుడు ఓపెన్ చేయాల్సిందే కదా. మీ పేరెంట్ ఎవరో కాలేజ్ వచ్చి మా బుజ్జిని పిలవండి అన్నాడు, లేకపోతే మా పండుని పిలవండి అన్నాడు, తెలియదు కదా. మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ అందరూ అలా పిలిచారనుకోండి, బుజ్జి ఇట్రా పండు ఇట్రా అని, బాగుంటుందా? ఎందుకు చెప్పాను ఈ మాట చెప్తాను. సో we have to utilize those patterns where we have, మనం ఎక్కడైతే ఉన్నామో ఆ ప్లేస్ బట్టి మన పేరు పిలుస్తూ ఉండాలి, అది చెప్తాను. నౌ ద హెడింగ్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్. డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్. డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్స్. డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్. ఇవి బాగా రావాలి. ఓకే, లిసన్ కేర్ఫుల్లీ. సిబిఎస్ఈ వాళ్ళు కూడా మ్యాథ్స్ అంటే ఎవరు భయపడక్కర్లేదు, ఈజీగా ఉంటాయి. ఈ రాసిన పాయింట్స్ జాగ్రత్తగా 1 or 2 times చదువుకోండి. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ డౌట్ యూ జస్ట్ పోస్ట్ ఆర్ కాల్ ఆర్ ప్లేస్ విత్ డౌట్. ఐ విల్ ట్రై టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇట్ 1 more time, నథింగ్ టు వరీ. సో డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు చెప్పినట్టుగా డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ ఎప్పుడు ఏది వాడాలి. ఇందాక చెప్పినట్టుగా ఒక పెట్రోల్ బంక్ వెళ్ళి 5 kgs పెట్రోల్ అన్నారనుకోండి, మనకు తెలుసు, చదువుకున్నాం. లిక్విడ్స్ లీటర్స్లో మెన్షన్ చేయాలి, సాలిడ్స్ కేజెస్లో మెన్షన్ చేయాలి, తెలుసు. చదువుకుంటే కాదు, యూటిలైజేషన్ ఈజ్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. మనం వెళ్ళింది పెట్రోల్ అక్కడ లీటర్స్లో ఉంటుంది, అది వాడాలని తెలియాలి. సో ఇక్కడ కూడా డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రైట్, అందరూ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ కావాల్సింది ఇక్కడే. కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యి అడాప్ట్ చేసేది ఏంటంటే ఏ ఫామ్ ఎక్కడ వాడాలి. డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మ్స్ అంటే మనకి ఎన్ని రకరకాల పేర్లు ఉంటాయని చెప్పాను కదా, అలాగే స్ట్రైట్ లైన్స్ కూడా డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఏది ఎప్పుడు ఎక్కడ వాడాలి. ఇంటి దగ్గర మనం బుజ్జి పండుని పిలుచుకోవచ్చు, కాలేజీలో అందరి ముందుకు వచ్చినప్పుడు మన పేరు పెట్టి పిలవడం, ఇలా రకరకాలు ఉంటాయి. సో డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్స్. ఫస్ట్ వన్, ఓకే, పాసింగ్ త్రూ ఆరిజిన్. పాసింగ్ త్రూ ఆరిజిన్. పాసింగ్ త్రూ ఆరిజిన్. ఓకేనా? Passing through origin. I will send some questions today assignment. You do that one. Passing through origin. Suppose there is a line. This is the coordinate axis. There is a line which is passing through origin. What should be the equation of the line when it passing through origin? This is 0, 0. Passing through origin. The equation, the parent. What is the name of this line when it is passing through origin? So you see, I am assuming 1 point on the line. Slope kanukovalante we require 2 points. Okay, we require 2 points. 1 point is given 0, 0, and I am taking 1 more point on the same line as x comma y. This line ekkadaina you can take the point x comma y. So we have 2 points on the line. So what about the slope? Slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So mx is equal to y. So y is equal to mx is the equation which represents always passing through origin. So any line passing through origin is always of the form y is equal to mx, where m is the slope of the line. M is the slope of the line. This is first point. Okay. Suppose I will give an example. Y is equal to x. It is a line passing through origin. Any line of the form y is equal to mx. So here the slope is equal to 1. Tan theta is equal to 1. Now theta is equal to 45 degrees. Next, second point. Okay. Y-intercept C. Y-intercept C and slope M. These two are given. Y-intercept is given and slope is given. Then what about the equation of the line? You see, this is the coordinate axis. This is a line which makes Y-intercept. This is C. And this point is just nothing but 0, C. Okay, y-intercept ante oka line y axis ni cut chesindi some distance c from origin. So this is c. What about this equation of the line? Ippudu nenu kanukunevanni equations of lines. Em icharu, em kanukovali, ఏ ఫామ్ రాయాలి, ఎక్కడ ఏ ఫామ్ రాయాలి, అది ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఓకే, సో ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ x, y on the same line. ఎక్కడ మీ ఇష్టం, you take anywhere on the point. Because one point is given, I am taking one more point. Why? Because slope, to find slope we have to require 2 points, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x. So mx is equal to y minus c. So y is equal to mx plus c. This is also known as slope intercept form. Slope intercept form. Okay, y is equal to mx plus c, where c is the y intercept and m is the slope. Adi teliyali meeku. What about represents the letters? C is y intercept, m is the slope. Next, third one, x intercept is a and slope m. These two are given. Then what about the equation of the straight line? Same one. See, so this is x-axis and y-axis. This is the line which intersect the x-axis at some point with the length of small a. So this point is equal to a comma 0 and this is origin. We have to find the equation of this line. How to find this line? So here is a point a comma 0 and I am taking one point x comma y on this line. So what about the slope of the line? M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So y is equal to m of x minus a. This is the equation of the line. Here gave x intercept and slope is given. This is the equation of the line. But y intercept and slope is given. This is the equation of the line. But this equation is also known as slope intercept form. Okay. Next, if both the intercepts are given, both intercepts are given, then what about the equation of the line? Both intercepts, here only y intercept is given and here only x intercept is given. If both the intercepts are given, then what will be the equation of the line? This is also very, very important. So you see, this is x-axis, y-axis. There is a line which makes x intercept a and y intercept b. So this point is equal to 0 comma b and this one is a comma 0. Okay. Now how to find this equation? When I chase the finding straight line equations, I am assuming one point x comma y on this line, x comma y on this line. So these 3 points are collinear. So collinear means lie on the same line. So for a line there is unique slope. Slope ఒకటే line ki. అవునా కదా? కాబట్టి let it be a and b and this point is p. A, p, b are collinear. These 3 points are collinear. Collinear means slope of AB, AP is equal to slope of PB or slope of AB. Anni slope lo okate, oka line ki okate slope. First you take these 2 points. What about the slope of these 2 points? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. What about the slope of PB? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So cross multiply చేసుకోండి. xy is equal to xy minus bx minus ay plus a, or which the xy cancel it. So we have bx plus ay is equal to ab. Total you divide with ab. Then what you will have? X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. This is the intercept form of the straight lines. So take a screenshot or write down all this. Okay guys, these are the 4 different forms of straight line. Inka chala unnai. We have further. So I will explain these 4 also one more time. Any line passing through origin is always of the form y is equal to mx. If y-intercept and slope are given, then what about the equation of the line? Y is equal to mx plus c. And if x-intercept and slope is given, then y is equal to m of x minus a. If both the intercepts are given, then the equation of the line is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. Okay? And note. Okay na? Screenshot తీసుకున్నారు. Notes perfect గా రాసుకోండి. It is one of the important topic. Public exam లో 2 marks questions ఉంటాయి. 2 వస్తాయి. 2 into 2 marks 4, 1 4 marks question, 1 7 marks question, and around 15 marks out of 75 marks will be given from these topics, straight lines. And even in the mains and advanced examination also it carries very good marks. Okay, so you have to listen carefully. Number of times you better you listen. If you have any conceptual doubt or question wise doubt, you just make me a call or post your doubt to my number or in group also. I will respond. Okay, SR also providing the recorded classes also. So we have to utilize that. Next one, some of the note some points. Classes perfect గా వెళ్ళకుండా డౌట్స్ మీరు అడుగుతుంటే క్లాస్ లో చెప్పిన ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కొంతమంది డిఫరెంట్ ఈ ప్రాబ్లం అంటున్నారు. చూడండి, 11 కి క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అయితే ఇట్ విల్ బి హియర్ అప్ టు 12 o'clock. 11 అంటే యాజ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ 11 o'clock క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది అప్ టు 12 o'clock. Even single minute I don't want to waste your valuable time on data also. So listen carefully. So this is the equation of the line. I will give some points. X axis and y axis. This is the line. When it is a comma 0, this is 0 comma b. What will be the equation of the line? X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. Where a is equal to x intercept, b is equal to y intercept. A is equal to x intercept and b is equal to y intercept. Okay, next note some points. First point, if intercepts are equal, if a is equal to b, a is equal to, which means intercepts are equal, then the line equation is x by a plus y by a is equal to 1. Now the LCM is a. Now x plus y is equal to a. When intercepts are equal, then it is x plus y is equal to a. Intercepts equal and a is equal to b. You can replace b with a or a with b. And then రెండు చేయకండి, మళ్ళీ సేమ్ ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. x plus y. Here x coefficient is equal to y coefficient. Remember this. Okay. Next point. If a plus b is equal to 0, if a plus b is equal to 0, and the sum of the intercepts is 0. Note lo second points. In note we are going to second point. A plus b is equal to 0. That means sum of intercepts 0. Sum of intercepts 0, or these are two having same magnitude but opposite in sign. A plus b is equal to 0 means b is equal to minus a. Same magnitude but opposite sign. Okay, then the equation of the line x by a, y by b can be replaced with minus a. then x minus y is equal to a. So if a plus b is equal to 0, we have to write like this. Okay. Tomorrow I will explain some more concepts in the same. You are checking a class, you read the concepts. Okay. I will send basic questions in objective and intermediate level. So you do that one. If you have any doubt, you post me. I will explain. But you have to read all this and you write notes for this topic. This is very, very important. From the beginning onwards, you will listen carefully, then you will follow. If you follow carefully and concentratedly, then it is very easy for you. Okay? Right. Thank you.